I once emailed my list of about 25 people and made $2,500. Now, that's not common. And in fact, it's extremely rare. And there are reasons why that happened. But it's an example of why email marketing is so powerful. Now, I made the mistake when that happened. It was a few years ago. And I made the mistake of listening to somebody who told me, oh, well, you should be doing better than that. Why are you not making more money than that? What's wrong with you? Blah, blah, blah. And I thought I was doing something wrong. So I stopped doing email marketing based on that person's input. Now, if I could go back and be like, Kim, ignore him and just focus, I can have a huge list and be making a lot more money now. But I started getting back into email marketing after I ran the numbers. I had been through courses and they had left out some critical elements for me to understand. And recently I went through another course and it helped me understand a little bit better about the way to do email marketing and the importance of it. So we're going to talk numbers and then I'm going to tell you about that source because it's a great resource, right? So let's hop into the numbers. By the way, I'm Kim with Little Biz Resources, and this is just an Excel sheet. So what I've done is I've just put in some automatic calculations so we can kind of manipulate the numbers and see. Now, a lot of people, they think of or hear the numbers of email marketing where it's like, oh, you can make $2 per email per month or something, right? Or $1 per email per month. And so those numbers they're great to be like a guide, but it doesn't really help because you might think that, okay, if I have 5 people on my list, I should be making $10 a month. And on average, it does average out to something like that most likely. But it doesn't always work that way, right? Because before that you reach that number, it could be you have to have a certain number of subscribers. Your subscribers could be total crap. And you're like, oh, yeah, they never buy anything. So why would they buy something from me? That's probably true, right? If they don't buy anything, then they're on your list for no reason. So this is where there is strategy that comes into email marketing because you don't want to be emailing a bunch of people and not have an end goal. Right? Not have an end goal. And this for money, at least, if you're like, hey, I want to make this part of my business, which you should, right? Email marketing is one of the only marketing methods where you can make money and it's pretty much guaranteed as long as you put the time, the effort, and you do it right. And there is a wrong way to do it. I don't ever teach the wrong way because I've actually had somebody do that. I had a VA that I hired to help me build my email list. And instead of doing the steps that I asked her to do, she just went and found emails. She scraped emails from somewhere and just added them to my list. That's not helpful. Those people don't know who I am. They report me for spam. I lose everything, right? So instead, I did it a different way where I was just building it up and I had built up to about 25 people. And so I'm going to use the number of 100 instead of 25 simply because the number with 25 is just a phenomenal. The reason why I got the sales with the 25 is because I cultivated those people before they even made it to my list, right? Those were people that had interacted with me. They had known me. They had talked to me. Those were people that trusted me. So it was easier to make a sale to those 25 people than it was to make it to people who are a little bit, they just joined your list and they don't really know you. So we're going to go with more of a general numbers here, but let's just say we have 100 subscribers. And let's say that the conversion rate for this, you're like, wait, what's a good conversion rate? It just depends because if it's a higher ticket number, you're going to have a lower conversion rate. If it's a lower ticket number, you tend to have a higher conversion rate. And then it also depends on if your list is open to those particular products and everything. So let's say that you have a moderate, let's go with maybe a $60 product, right? $57 product that you're selling. $57 product. And let's say we're just going to go with a 10% conversion rate and you're going to make $50 off the $57. So in this case, you would make $500 by sending an email out to those 100 people. And it might be a couple of emails to do this, but you would say like a campaign. So let's just say it's like a few days long and you do like a couple different emails and you get 10% of the people. So it would be 10 people buying the $57 product, but you got your fees in there. So we'll say $50. So what you get at it, it'd be $500, right? So you make $500 for 100 subscribers. So that equates to your $5 per email subscriber. And that's for just one offer, right? And so a lot of people don't recognize this is that that was the first time. So now let's say that the next month you have 200 subscribers. You're still at 10%. You're still doing that 50. You're doing a different $50. Maybe you're doing a second course or something, right? And you send it out. It's the same thing. Now you've got the exact, you still got $5 per email, but now you're making $1,000, right? So, and that's for that month. So you're still making $5 per email, but now let's say that you only have 100 subscribers. You're going to sell something that's super high. So it's going to be 1%. Only one person's going to buy. But, and this is where I teach high ticket affiliate marketing, and high ticket affiliate marketing is when you promote high ticket products. And this is what happened was I promoted a high ticket product to my list of 25 and I had 2 people buy. Well, I only have one person on this one at 100, and it was a $1,750 commission, right? So it was $3,500 product, $1,750 is what I made. So I made $1,750 from that one sale, and that equates to, with 100 people on the list, $17.50 per email. Okay, so you guys are starting to see where these numbers can like fluctuate and change, and there's really no way to guarantee it, but you can look at it and say, pretty much if you get the right audience, which it's really easy to do, right? I say it's really easy to do. There's work. But if you have a good offer to get people into your email list, and then you turn around and say, okay, now I'm going to send them something that they're interested in. And in my case, for affiliate marketing, I find something that's already proven, that's already produced. I don't have to produce it. All I have to do, and this is the difference between selling your own product and selling somebody else's product, all I have to do is get the click, right? All I have to do is get the click. The sales page is supposed to do the rest, or the webinar is supposed to do the rest, right? So my job is to get those 100 people to click into whatever the offer is. And that's what happened with my 25 people. In fact, for fun, let's look at it. I had 25 people. I had, it was a $1,250 commission, and I had a 2%, I had 2 people. So I don't even know what that conversion that is. So 25 divided by 2. So that's a 12.5%. No, I did it wrong. Conversion rate. So really my value was $156 per email at that point. Now I put a lot of work into those emails. So that's a good number to see. And again, I wish I'd run these numbers back then, because I would have kept doing email marketing. But that was a whole nother world, different life back then. I'm getting back into it. And recently I did an e-commerce one where I have roughly 250 people on there, and I had like a 2% conversion rate. And it's because it's a very specific product. So I have a broad range list of people, and the product doesn't really hit everybody. And I hadn't done email. I hadn't sent email out to the list in forever. So those 250 people, 90% of them don't remember who I am, right? So I sent it out, and I made, let's see, I made, I think $200 in the first email that went out. So that's not right. These numbers don't work right when I do it this way. Sorry. So let's do it this way. And it'll say, so I made $200. And so this one, this is 80 cents per email, but that was just on one email, right? Sent another email out, got more sales the next week, right? So you can keep doing that. And again, this is a bad example because the list is broad. It has 2 completely different categories in it too, because there's just no way to break it out. And that's because of Etsy. So these are just things that you have to consider, that when you are building your list needs to be focused, and you can have multiple lists, right? So like I wouldn't have my e-commerce list and my digital marketing people on the same list. In fact, I'm going to be building a list. I have a list right now of people who are investors, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to send them a how to sell on Etsy course, because that's not what that's not what they signed up for. They signed up for stuff about investing. So instead, I'm going to be emailing them information about investing. Now, I'm not in investing. It just happens to be that I have a course on how to invest in a specific company, and it just walks them through it. But I know that these people are now interested in things like crypto or investing. So I can find an affiliate offer, and I can now email them that affiliate offer, or I can find some information and email them that information. Right now, there is a wrong and a right way to do this. More recently, I've been following Travis Stevenson, who I feel is an expert marketer, and I'm in his mastermind. And he did this course, and I got access to the course through the mastermind, but he's releasing the course as part of his, been online for 14 years, and he had his birthday bash earlier this week. And so he's released the course. Now, depending on when you're watching this, the price is going to vary. So good news for you is that as somebody in his mastermind, I can get a discounted rate. So I have set up a link so you can join my email list. And that's also the only way to automate it, so you can get the most updated code. It's a code that you enter. So I've set a list up in the comments, or in the description. You can go to the description or the comments and click the link, and you can sign up to my email list, and I will email you the information to the sales page and to the code to get a discounted price for email marketing. Now, the course is set up to be more geared towards people who are affiliate marketers or people who have their own products. Okay, so not necessarily e-commerce specific. If you are in e-commerce, you could do the course, but it is very heavy on like affiliate marketing or, promoting digital offers. That's in my opinion. I mean, it's not hard to tweak it. And if you are in e-commerce and you get it and you're like, hey, Kim, I need to know how to tweak this information, you can ask. And that's one of the things, if you do end up buying the course and you get it through my link, it's an affiliate offer. So if you end up buying the course and you get it through my link, then I will, be available to answer questions. And it's kind of the bonus that I was like, what can I do to help people if they get this? Well, they're going to have questions, and, they can ask them. So I'll give you my contact information so you can just, shoot over a message and say, hey, I have this question, and I'll answer you because you got the course through me. So anyway, so take a look at that. And if you have questions, you can put them in the comments. You can hop into the Facebook group. You can reach out, and I will do the best I can to answer them. There is a limited time on the discount right now. And then, like I said, after this one closes, I will have a discounted price. I just don't know what it is yet. It's a new course, so it's got a lot of great information though. I'm not all the way through, but it is really good. I love the information that's been in there so far. Step by step, tells you the tools that you need to use to make it easy. If you want to adapt it, that's up to you, but just follow what he says step by step and you will do very well. So that's it for me today, and I look forward to your questions.